Hey, Mike, do you want a turkey leg? Say no, please.
Oh.
Good call. There are 60 people in that line right now. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Do you recall? We're gonna go see this in a little bit, but do you recall when we were at Small World and Jordan was telling us how long it took to grow a Disney-themed topiary?
Yeah.
A topiary that looked just like a Disney character, i.e. Dumbo right here.
Took 10 years.
That's right, Fresh Bake. 10 years it takes to grow that topiary. That's amazing. Don't you think?
I think so, and especially when Walt had his idea that he only wanted it in 2 years.
Well, he asked what he could get in 2 years, and they said, we can get you some, various shaped stuff, but if you want something that looks like Dumbo, that's going to take 10 years.
Yeah.
We're here at this. Why are we looking at these roses, Mike?
This is the Disneyland rose that was created for, well, not created, but especially kind of brought in for Disneyland.
They picked it. They chose it specially for the 50th anniversary. This rose right here, which it looks kind of peachy right now. Is there another one? Oh, this one was in a little bit of bloom over here. When these are in bloom, she said they look like white roses being painted. Is that right?
No.
That was a different. Oh, that's right. That's the one over there. So what are these?
Orange when they're small, but when they're in full bloom, they become pink. I think it is.
Like that, right there, closer to that. This is. Hey, you got your thing? Yes, it's this thing right here. This is the pin we got for completing this tour. It's the Cultivating the Magic tour, and that's the same rose. It's also on this thing right here, right? Mm-hmm. Look, mine says my name on it. But yeah, like here's another one, another Dumbo-looking thing. See, they do this. They wrap it around in this. Is that like wrought iron or what is that?
Yeah, it's an iron cage. What it is, it's basically just an overgrown bush where they kind of stuff this in and then they start trimming.
Now, in some cases, like we're going to go see or talk a little bit about Storybook Land, which uses slow-growing plants. This one has to be a fast grower, she said.
Well, yeah, as fast as they can grow it.
Because that allows it to. It makes it easier, I guess, to mold it into the shape they want. So they take a bush, they make the frame of what your elephant is going to look like, and then they just constantly trim it, and it takes 10 years. And what's funny, yeah, and they wind up looking like that. I had noticed one time when I was at Smallwood, and I said, hey, that topiary wasn't there before, and I thought maybe I was on crack. So I thought no, they don't just put in new topiaries. No, those are the same topiaries that have been there forever. No, they are constantly in rotation apparently.
Every 10, 15 years.
Well, but she said there's always a couple growing in the back. They're growing topiaries that we haven't seen yet, right? And that the ones we're seeing now are, because they're going to overgrow that eventually. I'm completely fascinated by that. Let's go over to Storybook Land. Hey, look, there's another elephant, right? I mean, Mike, if I were to ask you at some point before today, how many Dumbo-shaped topiaries are there in Fantasyland by the Dumbo ride? Would you know that?
Yeah, I would.
You would, huh? I wouldn't. I would not have known how many Dumbo-shaped topiaries there are.
Well, the very few facts that stuck in my head.
It turns out there's 3.
As I've been coming to the parks, I've noticed the 3.
Right. It just kind of blends in with what you're doing with your experience of that day, and it's just a small part. But man, there's just so much of that. It happens all over. You can't.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed by it. But by the way, I must say, Mike, and you may or may not agree, that was the best part of the whole tour.
Standing over there?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It was a high point.
Yeah. I mean, because once I figured out that you could actually ride rides while you're on the tour, when he took us on the Jungle Cruise and on Haunted Mansion, and she said, well, we're going to go to Storybook Land now. I'm like, please let us get on a boat. Please let us get on a boat. And she did. Guys, your guide, Jordan, will be your guide. They give the mic to the regular skipper or whatever, and she says, hey, we're going to go into this mouth right here, and then she hands the mic over to Jordan, and it's great. It's great. It lets you see things in a way that you're not, like we were talking about before on the Jungle Cruise, their speech points you in a different place than her speech does, so you see things differently, see things you maybe wouldn't have noticed before. It's awesome. Hey, Mike, do you want a turkey leg? Say no, please.
Oh.
Good call. There are 60 people in that line right now. So we're on our way, we're heading into Tomorrowland. We're here to, I want to see what kind of... Hey, what's up? We saw that too. I want to see what kind of progress they're making with Innoventions. Mike, we're only, how many weeks away? 4?
About 3.5.
3.5 weeks away from Season of the Force and Superhero HQ and what they are now calling Tomorrowland Expo. Are you used to that yet?
Yeah.
Yeah? I still call it Innoventions. I want to see what that building is looking, see if we can't see anything, any kind of hint on what the exterior might look at. But on the way, like that good news that I was talking about, have you heard that they're not going to play or they're not going to show the Disneyland Castle or the logo before Star Wars?
Oh, no, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Now I'm, obviously a big fan of Disney, but I don't want to see that before Star Wars. What about you, Ian? You're a Star Wars fan.
That doesn't bug me too much. What will be weird is not having the 20th Century Fox.
The fanfare.
Yeah, that's gonna be the weird thing, is not having that.
Yeah.
I do want to show you there is something on the wall that you're gonna be like, hey, Star Wars like.
What's that?
When you turn the corner, you'll start seeing it.
It looks like it's been stripped and like they're gonna paint it. Oh, look! It says a long time ago. And it doesn't say that because you can't see it all, but I know what it says. It says a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I was looking at the big thing, and it looks like it's been.
Yeah, they're gonna repaint that.
Yeah, that's been buffed out or whatever. So, you wouldn't mind seeing the Disney logo before the movie?
I don't think it would
Or the castle?
bug me. I mean, honestly, I think it might prefer not, but it wouldn't bug me if it was there.
I don't think it would bug me. And but for the same reason that you want to see the fanfare, I think that the two would sort of.
But we are going to see whatever J.J. Abrams' bad robot thing there, probably.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. But any sort of...
Oh, wait, that's going to be weird.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not been there before. It's going to be way...
Can we make a call to 20th Century and just say, please, can we borrow your theme for just a little da-da-da, and,
Sure, we give them more X-Men stuff back.
I'll call him right now.
Call him right now. Thanks, Mike. Mike's going to take care of that for us. But yeah, so we're not far away. You can see a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You see any Marvel-y stuff? Because the Marvel stuff is supposed to be top floor and Star Wars on the bottom floor.
45-minute wait.
We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out our Secrets in History videos or maybe our ride-throughs. Or you can just watch all of our weekly trip reports and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. It truly is the best of Disney Baked Fresh Daily. Oh, and don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked through our Patreon campaign, link below. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Fresh Baked!